It was a moment behind the wheel that nearly changed everything for Scott McPhee.
My daughter and I were driving on the highway, and all of a sudden, boom! All of a sudden, I went black. I couldn't see, and I instinctively grabbed back onto my steering wheel because my hands let go, and I went to my side, and I struggled to grab on, and I turned around to see if I could see my daughter, and I couldn't see anything because it was black.
An electrical shock, 51 of them in all, zapping his heart as he lay by the side of a BC highway.
It was a mechanical failure, and I knew I had to survive to take care of my daughter, so I went into survival mode.
These devices are traditionally implanted in the upper chest.
Surviving the malfunctioning wire connecting his heart to a type of pacemaker. Within months of the ordeal, the manufacturer recalled all the wiring. That same product was also shocking other patients. It wasn't the only failure, according to McPhee.
Well, it's automatic ineptness, and it's another bureaucratic failure.
There are thousands of medical devices implanted in Canadians every year and no mandatory national system tracking their performance, leaving doctors with little direction to warn patients of emerging risks or recalls.
It's clear that this transparency and accountability and really important communication mechanism is a big gap in our health system.
Here's how experts told us that gap could be closed. Every time an implant goes in or on a patient, the hospital would register it along with the patient's contact information. So if there's a problem, they could be contacted right away. But researchers say if a patient's progress could be shared with them, they could also monitor trends and flag problems early, which could be shared with everyone involved. It's the kind of complex tracking this Quebec tech company already does for its clients, with goods like cocoa, gold, pharmaceuticals, and even dental implants. Why not all medical devices, asks the CEO.
When you get all this data, it's clinical trial in real time, deployed on an entire country. So it's very powerful for the manufacturer, the developer of those medical devices to get this data. This is worth so much for them to be able to design the right product.
An innovative idea, but not new. It's actually been kicking around Parliament for 30 years. We found at least 16 different motions, petitions, committee recommendations, and private members' bills, all calling on the government to track implantable devices.
We have an action plan that is in place.
The health minister says she will consider a registry as her department reviews medical device regulations. The maker of the wiring that shocked Scott McPhee's heart says patients assume the risk. McPhee is now suing the company, which has already paid hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements. Vic Adopia, CBC News, Toronto.
CBC News has put together a database of medical device incidents using data from Health Canada. So you can search by brand name, manufacturer, even health problem for information that's relevant to you. Just go to cbcnews.ca/medical devices.